Hey guys, it's Matt Wenning at winningstrength.com, and today we're going to show you some key exercises that you can use for posture. Now, why is posture important? Well, for one, if you're an athlete, posture, if you have good posture, it means you can make a lot of power and not be damaged. And two, most of us have a sit-down job every day, which destroys our posture as we get older. So today I'm going to show you these exercises and show you how you can have bulletproof posture, great neck health, and great back health. All right, the first one is a reverse incline Superman. So he's suspended on an incline but backwards, and what he's going to do is he's going to act like he's going to fly in the air. Good. He's going to come back down, bring it up. It's just a nice fluent motion. You don't have to pause anything. Just go nice and smooth. For most of us, this is a very weak exercise at this angle. And this exercise, in my opinion, really helps the upper back posture, helps fix that desk back that we all get at work, and helps us protect our shoulders while we bench press. So I love this exercise for upper back posture, and I think that it will help your neck, back, and shoulder health tremendously. The next exercise is the face pull, which is still underutilized and is one of my best exercises that I use to build my upper back. Now, when I first started to do this exercise, it's because I wanted a bigger rear delt and shelf for heavy squats. Because if you have bigger rear delts, you can carry the bar lower, therefore you have less chance of the bar coming down as you squat. But for most people, this is a big posture builder. So he's going to pull it to the eyebrows, and he's going to be focusing on squeezing this muscle right here. This is rear delt. Now his scapular muscles are going to activate as well as his forearm muscle, the brachioradialis. But the key is, think of your hands like hooks, especially when using bands, and don't grip the band, just lace the band, keep it tight. You'll notice if your hand's not squeezed all the way tight, it tends to make your back work harder than your arms. There's a tip for you. Now, he can pull this in all different positions. So right now he's pulling it to the eyebrow. If he wants, he can pull it to the chest, or he can pull it to the chin, or he can pull it to the belly. So all of these positions are good, but in my opinion, the higher you pull, the more it's going to help your posture. The next exercise that he's going to do is this is scapular retraction. So think of just pinching your shoulder blades together. What I always think of is putting a set of fingers right on my spine and trying to pinch it and relax it. So you can see he's really trying to crush my fingers with these back muscles. That's perfect. If you see the shirt staying flat, it's probably all arms, right? So if he does it wrong, then you're going to see this. It's going to be up top, and it's not going to pinch much of my finger. See, so it just stays flat. You can see my finger. So now if he does it right, see, now he covers the finger. This actually should be middle back, not upper back. So the problem with this exercise and showing it on a tape is that the traps like to overpower everything, but you're actually trying to work right here. This is the muscle you're trying to work right here. So don't think so much about your traps, think about right between your scapula. The next exercise is just a cross-body rear delt fly. So we're going to use a band today for you travelers or people stuck at home. You can do this with a cable or a band though. So what he's going to do is he's going to pull it straight all the way to the other side until the band touches his chest. Now what we're trying to focus on here is right back in this area here. So this rear delt, scapula, low trap, all this area right here is what we're trying to focus on. This area right here is usually jello for most people. They have no rear delt, and then that starts to cause a lot of back issues and a lot of muscles to do things they're not supposed to do. But this crossbody really isolates this particular area. You can't really cheat it. The next exercise is just your common lat pull down. Now you can do this a lot of different ways, but the reason that I like to use so many lat pull downs for tactical, general population and myself is because it's pulling up and gravity pulls down, meaning we're getting some traction in our spine. So this is actually helping straighten everything out. The body gets pushed down at 9.81 meters per second all day. Anything you can do to stretch it out is better. That's why I'm a big fan of belt squats and doing things that are non-compressive or traction-based. So as he's doing these lat pull downs, you'll notice he's using a fatter bar, which is what we make on the website. So while he's working his upper back and his traps and stretching his back, his hands are getting stronger. I think that why or how I used fat bars is the reason that I never had grip issues deadlifting and I was a great powerlifter. My hands were insanely strong because most of the stuff I did with this was with fat handles. Okay, make me focus on my grip while I'm working on this. So we can do this all kinds of different ways. He can pull it to the chest. He can pull it to the chin. He can sit back a little bit and pull it to his eyebrows, being more upper back. So all these different variations are good. But the trick is while this thing's pulling up, gravity's pulling down, we're getting some traction, we're getting the discs a little bit of recovery and healing while we're getting a strong back and helping posture. We've shot this exercise on other videos, but I'm going to show it again because I think it's way underused. The reverse hyper face pull. So what you're going to see is him row it up to his eyebrows, and he's going to focus on all this area here. Now, because he's supported on this reverse hyper, and this thing is on a pendulum that gets heavier at the top, this thing makes your upper back go absolutely crazy and builds a ton of posture. So for a lot of you businessmen out there, this exercise is key for you to maintain great posture while you're sitting at desks and office meetings all day. Posture can be degraded in many ways. We can sit at desks, we can be lifting and bench pressing too much based on the fact we're not doing enough posterior chain, which is why we developed the Wenning warm-up. But a lot of these exercises are going to help you fight posture. Now, you see the old lady walking in the grocery store that's never lifted a weight in her life, and she has horrible posture. She got there because gravity was pushing on her all day, and everything that we do is forward. So in your training, when you're walking in, think, am I counteracting my daily activity and my lifting? For most of us, we are not, meaning that when we go in and do an all anterior day, like chest and biceps, we're not resetting the shoulder and fixing our posture. So make sure you got some of these exercises every time you're hitting upper body, and make sure you're not only focusing on matching the type of volume you're doing in the front and the back in your training, but also thinking about the gravitational forces that are on your body on a daily basis.
Perfecto.